早安。Damn， 像老人家一样啊，我一睡醒我就睡不回了。Damn it！ 不过不要担心，我只是开起来打理账号吧。小播而已，小播而已，晚上还有播。我只是开起来打理账号而已。不是每个人都一样吗？会吗？没有啊。卡。等一下。OK， 正常回了。每个人都一样吗？不是吧？有些人睡醒了还可以再继续睡耶。我是睡眠比较浅的那一类人呢。我很容易就醒了，然后我醒了就很难睡回了。Unlucky。还蛮烦的。我很少会那种好像躺下去就昏迷到隔天早上啊那种，很少会有这样的经验呢。我通常好像凌晨我都会起来一下，看自己无缘无故的起来。What can you do? 很累的时候就会了，那种很累的时候就会，但是平日常的话很少会有这样的经验。我很少会好像睡到自然醒。通常我是会好像一个星期应该是只有1-2次会讲嘛。OK。 Hello, Lina. Sneaky, yeah. I think I'm gonna stick to the one-time tending from now on. Means I'll be tending all of you guys account in the morning mostly. Previously I was forced. I was like tending yours and Bright account in kind of different time just because I want to. I have to tend twice anyway. So right now I can like do one thing. Yeah, around this morning. Maybe sometimes it will be plus minus, but mostly it will be morning. It's easier to plan stuff for my days after I settle all my chores. Unless unless I have other plans, maybe I'm going out or anything, or else I think I'll be stick to tending all the accounts in the morning. Anyway, you find anything new for Chlorine? Anything exciting? If I do need to stream for hours, yeah, I'll try to do it earlier so that it doesn't crash to your stream. Maybe 9 or 10 something. It's either 9 or 10 or like at the time you reset. Right, the Jeff first impression for Chlorine is out. And yeah, basically just as we thought how Chlorine would be. Nothing really like it's not OP, bad shit crazy, nor it's dog shit. So I think it's pretty fine. It's okay. Finally, this kind of character, this kind of A tier character, I'll rate Chlorine A tier if I have a rating system. Finally, A tier characters are quote unquote timeless. They won't be. They rarely got counter and they will always be okay. They will not be the fastest clearing team, but they will always be alright. Just like Hu Tao and Chao. Massively with Constellation? Yeah. But I did mention it on the stream yesterday. I do find that if you're playing Chlorine in a Dendro-centric team, Dendro or Quick Bloom-centric team, I think Furina and Nahida Constellation is more important than Chlorine Constellation or even Signature. Because I tried both C0 and C1, I kinda the difference during multiple wave kind of situation, maybe you can see the difference more. But then chambers like Coppelius and Magyu Genki, where you end the rotation in like maybe 1 or 1.5 rotation, you rarely notice the damage gain. Just because like Naida and Furina just doing all the heavy lifting. Hi, Concert. Yeah. Finally, C6 Furina pairs really well with Chlorine. Now I think about it, Chlorine can heal herself, but then she kinda like more healing is she welcomes extra healing. That's what I meant. Yeah, she can heal herself, but then she really welcomes if there's extra healings. And Chlorine team right now doesn't have slots for extra healing. Like her teams just don't have like a free slots for unit that have extra healing. But if your Furina is C6, holy shit. Yeah, that's the point. That's the thing. C6 Furina can like C6 Furina is basically like a whole package. You don't have to bring anything, and she can heal everyone, she can buff everyone. So C6 Furina fits into Chlorine team very well, I would imagine. But hey, it's C6, so normally C6 would fit into any team very well. But then for Chlorine specifically, the kit herself, I think Furina C6 would fit into her team perfectly. I'm not sure about the CD, but then should be fine. Should be fine. Right now, when I'm playing Quick Bloom team, her downtime isn't that bad. Like you maybe have to do 1 or 2 normal attack per rotation on Furina in order to get full uptime on Chlorine, but it's totally fine. Like even if you want to weave in a little bit of normal attack. Does Naida scale well? From what I remember, no. It's either C2 or C6. Furina though is either Furina's stopping point is like 1, 2, 3, and then during Constellation 4, you basically open up the choices for her signature, and then 1, 2, 3, 6 basically. Naida is 0 or 2. Raiden is 0 or 2 as well. Yeah. Yeah, Furina can change to signature after C4. It's a big change though. Like that ER is quite important for Furina if you want to use the. Well, you can use the signature anyway, but then you have it's very hard to fulfill the ER requirement, and most of the time you will have to rely on a ER send, which is not optimal. Yeah. Don't worry about the weapon banner first. The increment for the weapon Furina on the weapon is pretty minimal. It's pretty minimal compared to 1, 2, 3. The increment on the weapon banner on the signature on Furina is pretty low. And same goes for this weapon banner as well, Chlorine and Al-Haitam. I tried to throw. I'm not sure you were here yesterday, but I did a optimizer on stream yesterday night. The fun thing I realized is giving Fisher allergy on a chlorine team gives more damage than chlorine having absolution. That funny, right? Like, I give allergy to Fisher and then letting Fisher to trigger the allergy thing have more damage gain than chlorine having absolution over Miss Splitter. It's pretty pathetic. Maybe if you're playing, maybe the scaling would be better post C4, but then pre C4 I think just don't bother. Yeah, allergy gives EM an attack. But then it's still pretty absurd, right? A 5-star support weapon gives more damage than a 5 to your carry than a 5-star weapon. And also partially it's because Miss Splitter is already a pretty good weapon. Oh shit. And fits into chlorine rotation pretty well. What would you suggest if C4 but no signature? Any statistic? Nilo better. Finally, if you don't have any ER issue, Jet Cutter would be nice. But then if you're playing Furina in a solo hydro chlorine team, you probably need like upwards to 180 to 200 ER. Well, you are comparing to Miss Splitter, right? Yeah, I'm comparing with Miss Splitter. Or even Haran. I think like if you have a 5-star weapon for chlorine, don't bother getting the signature first unless you really like the look. Hello, Bright. Jet Cutter? It depends on the team you play. If you play in a solo hydro team, Furina herself do need some ER. And if you need ER, the Festering Desire is still the best option. Unless your artifact is like insane bad shit stuff where you can fulfill your ER and HP and CDCR, then maybe it's fine. I think I tried to compare Miss Splitter with the pipe weapon. The difference are quite minimal. Oh, you mean C4? Okay. I'm not sure. If that's the case, I'm not sure. I never try a C4 Furina in a solo hydro team. This piece of shit just doesn't die, huh? Let me check. Oh, maybe Keqingmin has a calculation. Wait. Yeah, the ER issue is solved, but then most of Furina team right now is ties to Nuvlet. So the calculation might be different. Or any others hydro unit. Let me check. Okay. Furina C4 reduce the ER around 16 to 20 per rotation. 16 to 20, so basically the solo hydro ER you will probably need like 200 plus. Let's check the ER requirement. Solo hydro. Solo Hydro is 200, maybe 210. We put it 210, and then so you can. The ER you need is like 180. That's still pretty significant amount of ER you have to build, right? That's usually when, that's usually is solved with with pretty okay. It basically means you don't need godly artifact in order for you to sustain the ER, but still you still need some ER. It doesn't mean like you can forfeit the ER build entirely, especially in a solo Hydro team. Just think of her like Yelan. I think that's a very. Just imagine you are playing Yelan in a solo Hydro team and a double Hydro team, and put it that way. Maybe you have a better grasp on how Furina ER works. Yeah, the one way to kinda cheat out the Furina ER is kinda you extend your rotation slightly longer. Because Furina ER basically relies on the minion to attack and generate ER, generate particle. And for Chlorine team, that might be difficult because Chlorine rotation is so short. No, I don't want to do this quest. Get the fuck out.外公是米公饭，没有，早播打理会员账号。Who's going to pull C4 for Lina? Maybe Lina. I think Lina would surely go for C4 if he got lucky. I think I can. You can make into what 550 or 500 easily. By the time the banner arrive, there's a fat chance you can get it. Fat chance. Surely, right? Gotta believe. Worst come to worst, C2 and 3 is a good stopping point as well. And C4 is... I think... maybe keep C4 for the next time when there's a good weapon banner. And then you can get C4 plus the weapon straight away. You kinda combo it. Because right now, even you get C4, you just kinda... get the benefit of easing out on your artifact. I'm not sure that's worth the primo. And you have a lot of fragile racing to spend. Yeah, please, please bear in mind that Natlan is coming, so don't clear all your primo yet because Natlan is coming. I think C3 is a good stopping point even if you win all the 50-50. And it's I mean, this both domain is probably the best domain you can spend your racing in currently. Both of these domain are pretty high value, quote unquote effective. Maybe not this. Never mind. Maybe not this. But then this one is for chlorine, and then you have chlorine and you're maining chlorine. So this one is no doubt. I think this one is still the best value. Although you don't have any user that can utilize the MH. Kinda awkward. Just spend on this, man. You are going to whale chlorine main chlorine anyway, so why not? If I win more video, I might have to get 6. True. Spend all my money on Lantern. I see. Congrats, bro. MH for C6 Furina Trust? Yeah. But then C6 Furina MH is kinda... It's kinda for on-field Furina, right? You can't get all the benefit if you're maining chlorine. But hey, it's C6, so whatever. Fuck it, maybe Yelan MH set with Furina, fuck it. Since you're pairing Yelan with Furina anyway, you know, fuck it. MH for Yelan, let's go. You gain the both of the effect kinda works for Yelan as well if you pair her with Furina. I'm not sure, like you now have a problem of both of your main team needs Furina. See 100k breakthrough? Yep. Never mind, make it 3. Your Eula, Chlorine, and Yelan needs Furina. Loop-sided rotation? Yelan with Furina wasn't that bad. I try a lot of mono hydro team. Even on your account, Lina. Yelan with Furina, like mono hydro team is basically like New Village team. Exactly like New Village team. Is just you minus the AoE you gain from New Village and then like you trade the AoE for single targeted damage and more upfront damage. That's it. Like the Yelan, Furina, Kokomi, Kazuha team. Although your Yelan only gain like 5 attack out of that artifact set. The entire effect of that, the MH set, Yelan, if you on-field Kokomi, you only gain like 5 attack. But that fire attack will be hitting insanely hard though. Because on a Kokomi, Yelan, Furina, Kazuha team, in the end, you will probably have to on-field Kokomi. Or you could be a madman to play MH Kokomi where you gain a shit ton of crit rate. Like a regular Kokomi. Non-minus crit Kokomi. Believe. That's even more bad shit. That's even more cheesy. Nala has a new time. I mean, Chlorine Aggravate is alright. It's like 10. It's not the best, but then it's not like your other side can play other team, right? The option for other side, like in your case, it's not that much, right? Let's say if you're using Furina, Yelan, Kokomi, Kazuha on one half, the other team will probably have to use Naida anyway. And then if you're using Naida, you don't have Yelan, you can only play something like Naida, Xingqiu, Zhongli, and Cookie. Which I think the damage can be out. The damage, Chlorine Aggravate damage might able to like out damage it, since you don't have Yelan to do the whole hydro damage thing. So you just kick Xingqiu out and then just play a Chlorine team. No. Oh yeah, I saw the message on. I saw a long message from the Blood Angel, the new member. What the? That name is pretty cringy to read it out, Blood Angel. But yeah, I saw that. Thank God, yeah. The water thing is also kind of annoying, right? Although you can just Naida the fuck out of that domain nowadays, but then back then, the ice and the water one is the most annoying one. Yeah. Kinda a shame we don't really need that. We don't really go to that domain anymore. When's the last Mondstadt character? Probably Mika, right? Yeah, I think the last The latest Mozart character is Mika. Feels good, man. And thanks out Fisher talent. Yeah. Although the main thing about Fisher is her C6 rather than her talent. Fisher talent damage doesn't do that much, I believe, if I remember correctly. But still, damage is damage. Damage is still damage. Ten, 9, 10. Nice. God damn, I tend to this account already. He's making the frame for who? Who? That's a weird way to spell non-existence character. Right, the old player, that 2 words. That's a weird way to spell a non-existent player. Come on, like let's face it. Genshin new player is I don't believe Genshin at least have a lot of new player nowadays. But maybe it's nice that they are making a move, but then it doesn't really matter. How about show some love for old player? Yeah, welcome to gaming industry where old player will always not be the priority. Because why would they? I think most of the live service game, especially live service game, the least they care about is old player because you are already in the loop. The old players only need minimal maintenance. What they want is like new blood. So they will always make extra effort to like pull in new players. That's just how games works, sadly. It's also, I think most of the developer have a taboo of not catering too much of the old player because old player tends to rant a lot and complain a lot. So it kind of like, after a while, it will kind of create an echo chamber where the game just got harder and harder because all player wants is the dev to cater to them, and the old player is already in the end game loop. So it will create a situation where, if the dev keep listening to old player, at some point it will just gatekeep the new player entirely because new player just cannot get in. You simply cannot get in. And you might think, holy shit, that's not my business. I am an old player, so just cater to me. I don't care about the others. And that's not wrong, but also not right. Because if a game doesn't have new blood, for a very long while, the game will die eventually. The game will die. Yeah, it's not an easy balance. Oh, the game doesn't need new blood. Yeah. That's the most copium take I ever heard. Like on, I think I read it somewhere on the Reddit. Like, oh, the game doesn't need new blood. Like, the game can sustain itself from all the existing player. I was like, yeah, bro. Like that's some fine copium you're huffing. It's like saying, oh, your company doesn't need any more new money. Doesn't need any more customer. Like, your company can be sustained by the current customer. Like, fuck the new customer. When the customer come in, you just ask them to fuck off. MiHoYo might be kind of slow on the changes, but then they are far from incompetent. Like, far from being the worst company ever. It can be better, yes, but it can be a lot worse as well. It is what it is. It's just how a life cycle of a gacha game be. They want to keep their player KPI, and we want to have better stuff. Like, it's like a pull and tug kind of, like, never-ending pull and tug. So yeah, it's kind of justifiable, you know, where if developer try to cater more to newer players. So play more Honkai? Yeah, finally that's the thing you should do. Like, if you don't feel the game is fun anymore, just simply stop playing and stop spending. Like, that's like the only way you can communicate with Hoyo is by your wallet. They will only listen by the language of. They will listen to the universal language, which is money. Anyway, why do you raise her normal attack, Lina? I think if you didn't raise her normal attack, you should able to crown one of these. Yeah. Let's keep the stamina for this domain. You can crown both of this skill. I'm just leveling. Oh, you're just leveling everything? Okay. So I see. Her normal deck is beautiful though. Like this. Chain. This is beautiful. Damn. Yeah, maybe keep all this for the talent book. You need a shit ton of this. The gold one. Maybe I spend a little stamina, or else it will be overflowing. And maybe I spend all of them, the rest of this, and then I keep the 5 racing. Okay. You kind of have to play after reset though. Can you do that, or else I'll just spend the current stamina first? Because if you only able to play after like around this time, I think this will be overflowing. Your choice. If I wake up. Okay, then I'll leave it. Tomorrow is Starter program? Anyway, Bright, I'll be tending to account at this around this time from now on. Just because I don't have to turn on the now I can tend to account like once per day. Should be tonight 7:30 for you. I see. Oh, you have done the quest. I see. Apparently, a lot of people doesn't know the Imaginary Theater is coming. It's only coming on July. I have a couple of viewers asking for it yesterday. They're like, "Hey man, do you know when will the Imaginary Theater dropping?" And I was like, "Oh, you are 1 month early. You are 1 month early." Yeah, it's kind of weird, right? They advertise it. They are putting it on the banner and everything, and then they'll be like, "Nope. You just have to wait a little bit more." Yeah. Hopefully after the reset, after the whole monthly reset thing kicks in, it'll be less confusing. Because right now although I prefer the way I like the way that I would prefer we have more primo, but then changing it to monthly reset is kind of nice as well, because right now I can keep track of a lot of stuff a lot easier. Previously, you have to worry about, oh, this month reset is like it feels like the last reset is the new lineup, but then turns out it's not. The new lineup will be the next 16, and then it's like, what the hell is this? Yeah. 要不然你要多久才能赚回岩石？不懂哎。我应该有打算会买那个手冲了，所以不要担心了。我现在还有70多抽吧，所以还好，感谢关心。我应该会买手抽吧。Yeah, that's a bit confusing. Yeah, it doesn't have a clear pattern when will be next lineup or when will not be next the new lineup. Finally, the new like it might not be changing that much for after the next reset. Hopefully it will change, because like, does this mean like new lineup will be in every month? Or they will like goof and then same lineup, we will have to play the same lineup for 2 months straight? Like, they didn't explain that, right? It could still possibly be like, oh, this month is the update of this month is kind of weird, and then you just have to play the same lineup for 2 months straight. Yeah, kind of awkward. 我朋友要抽武器，如果他有摘光，如果抽0+3，一定笑死他。我是觉得1命跟2命大过武器。除非你是真心爱外观党了，不然可以先别。但是还有了采光，我是觉得别碰了。This weapon banner is kind of bad. Not like this weapon, both weapon looks very good. And it's not a bad weapon. It's just these 2 characters doesn't really need weapon to be strong. 这个2个武器的确是不错的武器，他们不坏，这个武器池也不毒，只是刚好这2个角色不需要专武都可以很强。如果你已经有其他5星的单手剑的话，可以先不用考虑武器。转武，钱是人家，你能如何 ？I think higher times any EM scaling character, so Chlorine and Keqing. Or hell, even I think Nilo, but then Nilo doesn't really scale off EM, right? Nilo scale off HP. I got buff for this bit pen. Good morning, Johnny. Yeah, maybe I'll throw 10 or 20 pulls into it as well. Just for shit and giggle. Oh no. Unfortunate. It's not a like amazing banner, but it's still alright. If you got it, then cool. But the increment won't be insane. The damage is still damage. Just don't expect it would have anything crazy. Oh right, never mind. Johnny won 50-50. Never mind. Green Sword, yeah. Green Sword works the best on our high time, but the damage our high time gain from that isn't that insane. It looks the best, and when it comes to like later, like higher investment, I do believe that's still the best item. I mean, it's his signature. What am I talking? Surely it's his best weapon. 我的万叶0+2也是很好笑。不会啦，万叶的专武至少是通用的嘛。因为海参跟克罗林特的武器好像是只有不多人可以充分的用完他们的效果，不多人啊。不过抽到都是好事吧？抽到都是好事吧？不要被发现 ，All right。一定比天空系列好。看是什么了。天空剑的话，的确是比大多天空系列好。Let me double check our item weapon. Normal attack. Foliar effect will be normal attack. Oh. You know what, Lina? You know the light of foliar weapon will be good on who? Ayaka Hyperfridge. Let's go. I'm joking. Yeah, the current character that can utilize that is Chlorine herself and Keqing, and I think that's it. Maybe if you play some weird Xingqiu vape. Kazuha, maybe DPS Kazuha, vape. Ayato, Albedo, you know. But yeah, it doesn't. Oh, Melkea. There you go. Melkea and on-field Line. Lynette， Vape 77 ，It all works。五星得天空书被刷成厕纸，的确是厕纸。抽武器最讨厌就是看到天空书。This looks pretty alright, right? Not as good as Absolution, but then it's still better than the. Can I retire? Still looks better than I think Folia. This just looks weird. It's not terrible, but then I still prefer Miss Bitter. Fuck it, maybe throw 20 pulls into it. Maybe stack 20 pulls here. Still looks better than Folia. Yeah, Haran as well. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Dome of Flower, Dome of Eternal Flow， 就是纳维莱特专武 Flower 嘞，那是纳维莱特的专武嘞，错 Flower， 失礼，太失礼了。Alright， Eternal Flow 啦，不是 Flower 啦，你读错啦。Dome of Eternal Flow， 永恒的什么？万世流涌大典，万世流涌大典。你也错到很离谱，离谱。 Anyway, Lina, you're interested in throwing 20 pulls into the weapon banner? Gamble, you know? This is such a bad invitation. Alright, I tried Baisu on Chlorine team. Baisu fits into. Just now I mentioned the Chlorine needs the healing, right? Baisu kind of fits into that slot as well. But goddamn, Baisu's stagger resistance is almost useless. To a point that if you're playing pure aggravate team, you just slot in Zhongli and you'll have easier time compared to Baisu. Holy shit, Baisu's stagger resistance is abysmal. Not only it only tank one hit, if that specific hit is too hard, the shield will break instantly. It can only tank like small one hit. One small hit. It can only tank one small hit. It's like holy shit, man. Hey, all this shit. I'll think about the weapon banner more in next week. Cool, man. Hey, man, if you decided to throw like 10 or 20 pulls, I'm in. I'm in. I'm in as in like, if you throw 20, I'll throw 20. That's it. If shit happen, we can cry together. Like if we get lucky, then we'll celebrate together. Such a dumb gambling habit. But you know, what can you do? It's the game. Anyway, I think I'm done for the tending. Yeah, I'll continue tonight. Today I'll probably play this one, chlorine story later. All right, me done. Thank you all for hanging out. I'll see you guys later tonight. Bye bye.